Alright, so you can't really see anything but a bunch of lights. This is the start of Miwok 2012 100K. Super early, it's like 5 in the morning. So for the first hour and a half, we might need to use the lamps. Thinking there's probably a few hundred people here for this. Alright, race just started. We're about 5 minutes in. Already starting to climb uphill. It's actually on cement right now. But there's a huge group of people. You see all those headlights. Heading up some switchbacks.
I don't know. I know my sister. She's right. Not like me. Everybody doesn't.
Talk about a super nice course. It's been beautiful so far. About 6.5 miles in. The first climb at the start was crazy. It was about 1,800 feet in the first 2 miles, so did a lot of walking. A little behind the 14-hour pace right now, but we'll see how things go. We're a little over 6.5 in, which is an hour and 45 minutes. Went through the first aid station a bit ago. Got some food, just a couple potato chips and a honey stinger waffle, so stomach's okay. But so far so good. We'll catch up with you guys later. Beautiful, beautiful terrain. Alright, just left the aid station, mile 12.5. Going back uphill. Got a little bit of food. Just holding pace. It's beautiful. I just had to get footage of this. This is freaking so beautiful. This luscious green, big old mossy covered trees. So awesome. Now I know why I enjoy coming up to these trail runs in Marin. It's just freaking beautiful. Tough. As you can tell, we're going uphill. The last aid station was probably like a 800 to 1,000 foot descent down into it. Now we gotta just turn around and come back. So just climbing. Alright, so I just passed Jeff Russell from Fresno back there. About almost mile 18. He's looking pretty good. So he's having some IT band issues, so he's gonna have to not hurt himself. But coming down a little hill now. Heading back down to the first aid station. First and third. So should be getting there. I would say in the next mile or so. Been doing alright. Legs feel okay. Having some intestinal issues early, so that sucks. Had to use the Porto at the last aid station, so we'll see how things feel the rest of the day. That's my only issue right now. trail is still really beautiful. I'm maintaining an okay pace. I think I'm like, yeah, I'm averaging 13:45 per mile. That's with all the climbing, with the stop at the last aid station. I'd like to try to maintain 13:30s, but we'll see. Have to remind myself it's just training for the 100, so I take it easy. Oh, water. Alright, well, looks like we're heading back uphill. Alright, well, approaching mile 19. It's still one-of-a-kind scenery. Just these trails. I don't even know what to say, man. It's fucking amazingly beautiful. Shaded right now, so it's kind of cool. Taking advantage of that, because I'm sure it's going to get super hot later, just when you're exposed, but I don't know. Just plugging along. One foot after another. I figure, well, my legs are up for running, I might as well run. That makes sense, right? I'm sure I'll hit quite a few low points before the run is over, so just trying to take advantage of the times that I feel good physically and mentally. So yeah, the race is starting to thin out a little bit as far as people. It's not as congested as it once was. Oh, looks like I'm coming up to an aid station. There it is, so put the camera away, maybe grab some goodies, and we'll catch up with you guys. Doing some crazy ass single track just on the side of this cliff. There's the ocean right there. I think we're on the coastal trail, is what it's called. Footing's pretty wild out here. It's literally, you're just on the side of this mountain, so you want to try not to roll off to the right, but the footing is tough. As I said, it's kind of canted, so you gotta be careful not to roll any ankles. But anyway, we're a little over 21 miles in, a third of the way. Woohoo! The easiest third, unfortunately, is over. So just try to stay in it physically and mentally. Watch my nutrition, hydration, my pace. Trying to just enjoy myself out here. But how could you not when you have views like that? Awesome. The truck fell way up there.
Yeah, that's
wow.
cool, huh?
That's pretty sweet, just in the middle of a trail.
Yeah.
About mile 26. Coming down the Matt Davis Trail. Little waterfall. Looks pretty awesome. Nice work. Look at that. Hello. Yeah, it's been a crazy, kind of an intense downhill for the last couple miles. Pretty technical, rocky routes. I actually, I don't know if you could see the leg. Went down, almost took a header. Managed to kind of brace my fall, but came down on the leg. So we're coming up to the marathon point. There'll be an aid station there. Ugh. Here we go. Yeah, so I'll refuel. Actually, I hear him right now, so put the camera away, but incredible views. Super green and lush. It's awesome. Alright, we're on the Dipsy Trail, climbing up the steps. It's pretty steep. Still beautiful views. We're 27.75 miles in. It's a good climb. These stairs are rough. You can see where we're going, which is up, so we'll keep you guys posted. That climb was a bitch, but get that. Whew. I was gonna say the climb was worth it, but I don't even know. Alright, heading downhill. Almost 32 miles in. Coming up to an aid station soon, which Christina should be at with my stuff, so it'll be nice. Looking forward to it. Getting some Coke. It's been a good amount of downhill the last mile and a half. It's just a long, steep drop, which is nice, but my quads are a little blown already, so gotta take it easy. Good thing is we're over halfway in, so just one step at a time, literally. The course is still beautiful. Looks like a road here, so I must be coming up to the aid station. I'll catch up after the aid. Look at that shit. How fucking cool is that? Alright, well, climbing up this bitch of a hill you might recognize from Headlands 100. I'm 35 miles into it. Just left the aid station at Muir Beach, and it's a climb out of there. Got some Mountain Dew, tortilla and hummus, which was actually pretty good. Some potato chips, peanut butter and jelly. Changed my shirt, met Christina there, which was cool. So, yeah, they said 4.5 to the next aid station, Tennessee Valley. Nice work, man, way to go. Dude was hauling some ass. I think he's in second overall, I think. Crazy. Alright, just left the aid station at 38.1 miles. Oh, I mean, pretty much sums it up. It's been tough, for sure. Legs are a little spent from all the climbing and the descent and the first 40 miles. I don't know. It's gonna be a pretty rough last almost marathon, I guess. 24 miles. Just gotta try and hold things together, one step at a time. Try and enjoy the beauty of the course. This part here has been on the Headlands 50 and marathon course. We're heading out of Tennessee Valley, and I believe we're going to the Golden Gate. 4.7 miles is the next aid station, and I think it said the bridge, so that'll be kind of cool. Just hoping I can hit a positive stretch here mentally and just get excited for a little while, get out of this low. But anyway, catch up with you guys later. Oh, it is rather warm for what I'm used to. It's not hot, but there's not a cloud in the sky, and just that sun beating on you all day is warm. So anyway, we'll catch up later. Dave, this one's for you, buddy. I'm going through the rainforest right now, and for the first time ever, there is no rain in this section. It's always misty and puddly and wet, but not today. It's clear skies. Nice work.
You too, man.
Thanks.
That's part of the whole course.
Yeah, and it's not actually a rainforest today.
No, I know.
Yeah, super nice. Well, I'm at 41.4 miles. Aid stations, I don't know, I'm thinking a little over 1.5 miles. Not quite 2 miles to the next one down by the Golden Gate, so check in with you guys there. Oh, I don't know if you could see all those sailboats, but it's freaking bad. Alright, catching with you guys to get some footage of the Golden Gate. And then the city's behind it. I don't know if you can tell. It's never been clear through this section here. It's always super windy and foggy and misty. Never actually seen what it looks like, so kind of cool with the sun out. Part's pretty technical, so I'm gonna watch my footing, but off to the left, words can't even describe. San Francisco. So freaking awesome. And there's Alcatraz. It's badass, man. This is why I do this shit. Sorry, I have to look in front of me here. It's a pretty technical downhill, but that was pretty awesome, man. We got a little emotional right there. Sorry about that, but it's just so cool. I mean, most people don't get to see shit like that. And physically and mentally, how much I have to push myself today to get to see cool stuff like that is just awesome. That's why I do this stuff. Awesome, dude. Alright. Starting to get a little windy. I'm on the single track, headed back towards Rodeo Beach. At mile 45.75. We go to Rodeo, and we climb back out of Rodeo up and back down to Tennessee Valley Aid Station. So from the last aid station to Tennessee Valley Aid Station, they said is 7.7 miles. So long distance to the next one. Trying to keep my head in it. It's that's what she said. It's for you, Dave. It's tough. I mean, legs are tired. Course is brutal as always. Oh, steps. But I mean, I guess I feel as good as I can for running 46 miles. So yeah, we will see. It is 11. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, so starting to get a little later. Hoping to be done by maybe 7:30 tonight. That would be 14 or 14 and a half hours. So we'll see how things go. Going up Hill 88, leaving Rodeo Beach. Just like the Headlands 50 and 100 starts and finishes down at Rodeo. Now we're heading up the really steep climb that usually starts at Headlands 100. Then we're going to drop down into Tennessee Valley, which should be in about 4 miles. So we're about 1 mile from the Tennessee Valley aid station. I don't know if you could see it, just hit 50 miles. It's been 11 hours, 59 minutes, and 30 seconds. So we'll see what I can knock out these last 12 miles in. I think, because it gets a little technical, I'll put the camera away. Pick it back up after the aid station. Legs are decent. Stomach's still a bit uneasy, but I think that's expected after running 50 miles. So we'll see if I can get it settled down at the aid station. Taking it easy so I don't eat shit on these stairs. Going down the steps at Pirates Cove. I'm at 53 1/4 miles. I think I'm 2 miles away from the Muir Beach aid station, so just keeping it easy, trying not to hurt myself. Legs are rocked, so just holding it together at this point. It's a really tough 100K course, man. I knew it coming in, but boy, it's tough. Alright, just left the aid station at Muir Beach. That was the last one. I got 7 miles till the end. So no more aid stations, going all the way through. Should be fun. Legs are pretty sore now, but you know, what are you gonna do? Just finish it up. So guy at the aid station was saying I got 4 miles of rolling hills, one pretty steep mile climb, and then excuse me, about a mile drop, or excuse me, 2 mile drop into a Stinson. So we'll get her done. It's been 13 hours and 24 minutes. I'm gonna try and nail it out in 15 hours. So put the camera away for a little while. I'll talk to you guys soon. Just past mile 58. We're walking uphill. This might be the last steep hill. Hopefully. I think it's about a mile long. And then it's just flat and downhill from there. So that's a good thing. Person there. Yep. We'll see where I'm at. It's 14 hours on the nose, 58.1 mile. We'll see at mile 60 where I'm at, and then mile 62. Alright, I'll report back. It appears I was wrong about the climb. It's been 1.4 miles where we've just been going up. Apparently it's a 1,400 foot climb is what one of these guys said. So we went from sea level literally to, we're going to 1,400 feet from mile 58 to 60. So they just wanted to toy with us, I guess, at the end. But hopefully once it tops out, we're gonna go go downhill. I think we're taking the Dipsy Trail back, which is a whole bunch of stairs, so have to be careful not to eat it. So anyway, all's good. Legs are tired. I mean, what do you expect? I'm almost at mile 60. And it'll be nice when I'm done. The course is still beautiful though. Look at this scenery. Phenomenal. Alright. My watch just buzzed for 62 miles. We're still out here. Looks like the course is going to wind up being about a mile long. I'm on the Dipsy Trail. Just came down a shitload of stairs or steps, but I know there are more, so got to be super careful. Total elapsed times at 15:09. Is what it is. I should finish under 15:30, so we'll get back to you guys as I'm approaching the finish. It's starting to get a little dark. It is 8:09 p.m. so just want to wrap this up and go home, baby. Can't see anything because it's 8:26, but coming into the finish about 150-200 yards. Finishing my first Miwok 100K. What a day, man. This shit was tough. Hard event, but great training. It was well put on, and yeah, exciting. We'll catch you guys in the post-race.
Okay, well, this is the 2012 Miwok 100K post-race report. So, gosh, where to begin? I guess the first thing is it's now Monday, 8:30 in the morning. So I am about 36 hours after completion of the event. My legs are pretty tired. My quads are definitely sore. There was, as you could tell in the video, quite a bit of overall elevation change. There was, and the numbers vary, but I heard anywhere between 12 and 13,000 feet of vertical, and almost the same descent. So you're talking over 20,000 feet of elevation change, and that to me is what makes the headlands one of the most challenging places to run physically that I've done. But I can't say a bad thing about that entire event. It was run so well, so smooth. They did a great job. The race organizers, you know, just marking the course. There was never a point where I didn't know where to go or there were any ribbons. The aid stations were well stocked. They had plenty of volunteers. So they did a super good job just taking care of us, and I would definitely go back and do that race again, just based on the fact that it was organized so well. There were a lot of people, and I guess the Miwok is a pretty big event. You know, I've never done it before, but talking to some of the veterans who have done this and some other races before, it's a pretty prestigious race, and there's a lot of people that do it. So I think I want to say there were over 300 people that started the race on Saturday, and there wound up being officially 265 people, I believe, that finished. So there were a lot of drops. There were a lot of people that didn't make course cutoffs, you know, probably due to several factors, but it was a big field, so it did take a few miles for everything to thin out, but once it did, it was spectacular. I mean, the views were just priceless, as you could see in some of the video, but you know, some of the stuff I don't record and I keep to myself. You guys will just have to go out and run them and find out what's out there yourselves. So that's kind of cool too. But Anyway, I mean, I guess the other thing to talk about would be, and there's some speculation to this too, but about how far the actual course was. It was supposed to be 100K, which is around 62 miles, but I got the course as being 1.5 miles long. It was actually 63.5 when I finished on my Garmin, and I've heard people say that it was you know, all the way up to 2 miles long. So some people were getting 64 total miles, which, you know, is fine. That, hey, you get your money's worth, so to speak, but you know, it'll definitely affect your times, of course, but also it may affect some people mentally. You know, you're out there that far for that long all day, and you set your sights on 62 miles, and you talk yourself into 62 miles, and for some people it's tough. Just, you know, getting those extra 2 miles out of yourself when you're physically exhausted is a hard thing to do. So, you know, that was challenging. Again, the course was superb, very tough. I've run out there multiple times, so I knew what to expect. The cool thing was checking out 2 of the new trails. I had never done the Dipsy Trail before. That was a bitch. I think doing all those stairs or steps, which was a little before the 50K point, I want to say at like mile 27, 28, we did all the stairs, and you know, that was hard. I think after that, that was so challenging. I think it you know, definitely played a part in how I felt later on in the event. So that was tough. It was beautiful back there, but tough. And then the coming down the Matt Davis Trail, boy, that was a really steep descent. I think that was before the marathon mark, like maybe mile 23 to 26 or 24 to 26, something like that. Very beautiful, very luscious and green back there, but just a treacherous downhill with a lot of technicality involved. And that was actually the point where I managed to trip over something and fall down. Nothing major ever came about. A few scrapes, some scratches, a little bit of bruising, but nothing major, so I'm very thankful for that. You know, I didn't kill myself out there, but yeah, other than that, met some super cool people, as always. I ran, you know, a little bit of the course here and there with some people. I generally tend to leapfrog some of the same people during the events, and they come by me and so forth and so on. So I see a lot of the same people. Very nice. I mean, the camaraderie out there is great. Everybody's very encouraging. You know, super close by the end of the event, just because you wind up spending, you know, all day with some of these people running out there. So it was cool. Met a ton of people from outside of California, a few people from outside of the country that just came to San Francisco and Marin simply to run the Miwok. So it's a big time event. Like I said, I would definitely go back. The hard part is getting in. You know, fortunately for me this year, I just happened to get lucky and my name was drawn. You know, you never know, I guess is the best thing to say. I think they drew about maybe 350 to 400 names. So, you know, that's the limit, but I think only about 350 or a little less actually showed up to the start line, which is unfortunate that many people didn't even make it to the event for various reasons, but still a lot of people out there, much larger than I'm used to. Feeling okay. I'm gearing up for San Diego 100, which is in 5 weeks now, so I'm gonna recover a little bit and then just keep on it. Do some shorter runs, you know, some 15 to 20s a little bit quicker, try and mix in some hills, and just hold out, not hurt myself, and try and just get really excited for San Diego. It's getting closer, and I want to have a decent run there. I definitely want to make sure I finish #1, but it'd be nice to go under 28 hours. Maybe shoot for like 27 would be a good number in my head. So anyway, just kind of a longer post-race report, but I think Miwok definitely deserved it. There's just so much to say about that event, and so much, in fact, I can't even capture it all on camera, but definitely recommend it for any of you guys who like a challenging course but exceptional scenery. I definitely suggest putting your name in the lottery for that one. So anyway, until next time, we will catch up with you guys later.